University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, 28 teams entered this contest, now only 16 remain. 14 of them made it straight through to this, the second round, and another 2 arrived here by the longer route, having survived the playoffs for the highest-scoring losing teams in round 1. The winners of the next 8 matches will go straight through to the quarterfinals. Now, the team from Leicester University notched up 245 points in a high-scoring match against the Open University. It was clear they've read the novels of Chinua Achebe. They know their way around the nervous system, they're familiar with Latin legal terms, and they know what US presidents got up to in their spare time. Viewers may or probably may not be interested to know that 3 of tonight's team are wearing shorts. Let's meet them again.
Hi, I'm John O'Doherty. I'm from Portsmouth and I'm studying medicine.
Hello, I'm Adam Brown. I'm originally from Solihull and I'm currently studying towards a PhD in mechanical engineering.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Robert Greenhill. I'm from Leicester and I'm studying humanities and arts.
Hello, my name's Nidal Abdul Nasser Mohammed Khalil Mahmoud Al-Masri. I'm reading history and I'm wearing shorts.
Now, the team from Trinity College, Cambridge, scored 145 points in their first-round match against St Andrews University. They knew a lot about Marcus de Sotoy, siblings in the novels of Jane Austen and the square root of -1. Playing on behalf of the institution that currently holds the title of series champions, let's meet the Trinity team again.
Hi, I'm Matthew, I'm from London and I'm studying physics.
Hi, I'm Claire, I'm from Greenwich in London. I'm studying classics and I'm not wearing shorts.
Here's their captain.
Hi, I'm Hugh, I'm from London and I'm studying chemistry.
Hi, I'm Aled, I'm from Birmingham and I'm studying maths.
Right, fingers on the buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. Written in the 1st century BC, Lucretius's poem on the nature of things concerns the physical theory of which Greek philosopher?
Trinity Hall.
Epicurus.
Epicurus is right. Right, the first set of bonuses, Trinity, are on grains. Which wheat product is traditionally the main ingredient of the mint and vegetable salad tabbouleh?
Sounds reasonable. Couscous.
No, it's Bulgar wheat. Yeah. Sometimes known as dinkel or hulled wheat, which grain was a staple of the European diet until medieval times. According to Hildegard of Bingen, it makes the spirit of man light and cheerful.
Hops? I don't know. Can you eat hops?
Maybe, I don't know. It's something we do. Medieval grain.
I have no idea.
Fine. Hops.
No, it's spelt.
Okay.
And finally, from the Latin for hard, which species of wheat is used to make pasta?
Durum.
Correct. 10 points for this. A dogged attempt to cover the universe with mud, an inverted Victorianism, an attempt to make crossness and dirt succeed where sweetness and light failed. These words of E.M. Forster refer to which novel, first published in its entirety in Paris in 1922?
Trinity Hall.
Ulysses.
Correct. These bonuses are on the Greek playwright Aristophanes' Trinity. Usually translated into English as a 3-word term, what name does Aristophanes give to the city of the birds in his play The Birds? It's come to denote a fanciful realm where improbable ideals hold sway.
Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Correct. Set during a war between Athens and Sparta, which play by Aristophanes has a title character who organises a revolt by the women of Athens, declaring a sex strike until the men end the war?
Nominate Hall.
Lysistrata.
Correct. And finally, a notable entry in the Oxford Dictionary of Quotations, the onomatopoeic lines bri, ki, kex, coax, appear in which work by Aristophanes?
The Frogs.
Correct. 10 points for this. Meanings of what term include in Freudian psychology the redirection of a drive from a sexual to a non-sexual aim, and in chemistry, a phenomenon...
Trinity Hall.
Sublimation.
Correct. Your bonuses are on scientific prizes, Trinity. In 2008, which US-based campaigning organisation announced a $1 million prize for the first laboratory to use chicken cells to create commercially viable in vitro meat?
US campaigning laboratory.
Like Cato? I don't know, what do you think?
You can just do like the Academy for Advancement of Sciences. That's too
Okay,
general.
yeah,
Yep,
sure.
got
That one. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
American.
American Academy for the Advancement of Sciences.
No, it's PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. In 2011, Prize for Life and Innocentive awarded the Boston physician Stuart Rutkove a $1 million prize for the development of an inexpensive biomarker that provides an accurate measurement of the progression of what disease?
Must be cancer, surely. You think so?
Oh.
You think something that's really cool.
I
Or
guess.
maybe, I don't know.
Did you say
I've got
cancer?
Say cancer. I don't
Type
know.
of cancer.
Leukemia. Who knows?
Cancer.
No, it's amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, Lou Gehrig's disease. Through his educational foundation, which former stage magician offers a $1 million reward for anyone who can produce evidence of paranormal abilities under controlled conditions?
James Randi.
Correct. 10 points for this. Characteristic of early Norman Britain, what three-word hyphenated term describes a castle consisting of a keep?
Leicester Greenhill.
Mott and Bailey.
Correct. Lester, these bonuses are on Scottish composers. The 2011 opera Miss Fortune is a work by which Scottish composer? Her other works include The Black Spider and Armida.
Judith Weir.
Correct. The daughter-in-law of a painter of the Art Nouveau movement, which composer moved to Prague with her Czech husband at the end of World War II? Her works include the score for the 1965 ballet Macbeth.
We don't know.
That's Geraldine Mucha. And finally, born in Greenock in 1860, which composer's symphonic poems include The Passing of Beatrice and a work composed to mark the 600th anniversary of the death of his namesake, a Scottish patriot executed in 1305?
William Wallace.
Correct. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a map showing the main locations of scenes in a Shakespeare play. 10 points if you can identify the play.
Trinity Walker.
Henry V.
Correct. London, Southampton, Paris, Harfleur and Agincourt. So you get a set of bonuses on maps on which the main locations of the scenes of a play by Shakespeare have been marked. Again, in each case, all you have to do is to identify the play from the locations. Firstly, for 5.
Cyprus and Venice.
Venice Merchant.
Merchants of Venice.
Is there stuff
But
in
where's
Cyprus for that?
what happens in there? Cyprus could be.
Okay. Merchant of Venice.
No, it's Othello. It's Venice and a seaport in Cyprus. Secondly,
Oh, it's Vienna, so it's measure for measure.
Measure for measure.
correct. And finally,
That's busy.
Could be Antony and Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one in Egypt.
Okay.
So.
Do you think?
Antony and Cleopatra.
correct. 10 points at stake for this. In philosophy, which two auxiliary verbs are most often used to describe the problem known as Hume's law or Hume's guillotine? That is, the problem of showing how a normative claim can be derived solely from...
Trinity Willits.
Is ought.
Correct. Right, your bonuses are on events of the 1960s. In each case, name the year in which the following took place. Firstly, the construction of the Berlin Wall began, the Bay of Pigs invasion took place in Cuba, and Brian Epstein discovered the Beatles playing in Liverpool's Cavern Club.
62. Was it 63?
I don't think it's dated 63. Born in Berlin Wall 62.
62, yeah.
1962.
No, it was 1961. Martin Luther King, secondly, made the speech known by the phrase, I have a dream. The Conservative politician John Profumo resigned, and the Beatles released their first album, Please Please Me.
60. So we were discussing this.
I think 64, but I think
64 or 63. I think 64 rings a bell with Martin Luther
64.
King, but what do you think of the Beatles?
I think Perfume was 64.
1964.
No, it's 1963. Lastly, Muammar Gaddafi led a coup that overthrew the Libyan monarchy. The government sent troops to Northern Ireland, and the Beatles gave their last public performance.
8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Which one?
1969.
Correct. Yay. 10 points for this. Named after a 19th century English physicist, what type of circuit is used to measure the resistance of an unknown resistor? It's represented in a circuit diagram by a diamond formed of 4 resistors, the unknown plus 3 known resistors.
Trinity Willits.
Whetstone.
Whetstone Bridge is correct, yes. Right, you get a set of bonuses, Trinity, on physics. In physics, what adjective is used to describe crystals that display double refraction? In other words, which have two distinct refractive indices associated with different crystal directions?
Nominate Willits.
Birefringence.
Correct. An optical phenomenon that occurs in biaxial crystals, the existence of conical refraction, was predicted by which 19th century Irish scientist?
Could be Hamilton. He looked at what? Stokes.
Oh, no, is Stokes Irish or Scottish?
Stokes is Irish as well.
I mean, I associate Hamilton with more mathematics, but I don't know.
Okay, so Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Correct. In classical mechanics, the Hamiltonian is given by what combination of the kinetic and potential energy of a particle?
The sum. The sum of the kinetic potential.
The sum.
Correct. 10 points for this. Bearing craters named after Rembrandt, Raphael and Renoir, which object has the most eccentric orbit among the 8 undisputed planets of the solar system?
Trinity Willits.
Neptune.
Leicester O'Doherty.
Uranus.
No, it's Mercury. 10 points for this. The skirmish known as the Marco Polo Bridge incident marked the beginning of a full-scale war between which two countries in July 1937?
Leicester Greenhill.
Japan and China.
Correct. Right, these bonuses, Leicester, are on a movement. Art for art's sake is a phrase associated with which 19th century art movement whose name implies an appreciation of beauty? Its proponents included Whistler and Leighton.
The aesthetic movement.
Correct. A leading aesthete, which illustrator became art editor of the Yellow Book in 1894. He was forced to resign the following year as a result of his association with Oscar Wilde.
Aubrey Beardsley.
Correct. The Golden Book of Spirit and Sense, the Holy Writ of Beauty. These words of Oscar Wilde refer to the Renaissance, a work of 1873 by which essayist and critic?
John Ruskin.
No, it was by Walter Pater. 10 points for this. From the Greek meaning to bear offspring, what term denotes any of several related compounds found in wheat germ oil, egg yolk and leaf vegetables, which...
Trinity Willits.
Albumin.
No. You lose 5 points, which collectively constitute vitamin E. You look blank. They're tocopherols. 10 points for this. Treat nature by the cylinder, the sphere, the cone, everything in perspective. Which leading post-impressionist wrote those words in a letter of 1904?
Leicester Greenhill.
Cézanne.
Correct. Right, these bonuses are on a former British colony. Established in 1867, the Crown colony known as the Straits Settlements took its name from which strategic waterway in Southeast Asia?
Straits of Malacca. That's a good call. Straits of Malacca. That's down in sort of Singapore. Yeah.
The Straits of Malacca.
Strait of Malacca is correct. In addition to the port of Malacca, the Straits Settlements included 2 major trade centres on islands off the coast of the Malay Peninsula. For 5 points, name both.
Singapore would be one, and then... What else have we got down there? Borneo, Sumatra, Java. Pick one. Sumatra? Yeah, Sumatra and Singapore.
Singapore and Brunei.
No, it's Singapore and Penang. And finally, now an offshore financial centre, Labuan was incorporated into the Straits Settlements in 1906 and lies off which large island?
That could be Sumatra. It could be Borneo. Borneo's a large island.
Borneo.
Borneo's correct. Time for a music round. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can give me the name of the female vocalist.
Leicester Greenhill.
Olivia Newton-John.
Yes, it is. Xanadu. Bonuses, 3 more pieces of popular music that make reference to mythical or spiritual locations. 5 points for each place you can name. Firstly, the mythical location that gives this song its title.
Avalon.
Avalon is right. Secondly, the mythical location in the title of this song.
Shangri-La.
No, it's Tananog. And finally, the mythical location mentioned in the lyrics of this song.
Valhalla.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this. The site of the Battle of 1759 during the 7 Years' War, the Plains of Abraham are located in which city of North America?
Leicester Greenhill.
Quebec.
Correct. Right, your bonuses this time, Leicester, are on a construction. Completed in 1889, which construction bears beneath its first balcony the engraved names of 72 men noted for achievements primarily in the sciences, mathematics and engineering?
The Eiffel Tower.
Correct. In 1898, the Eiffel Tower was used in scientific experiments in what new technology conducted between the tower and the Pantheon 4 kilometres away?
Radio.
Yes, wireless telegraphy, yes. Gustav Eiffel built what tool of aerodynamic research at the foot of the tower in 1909? Following complaints about noise, it was moved to a suburb of Paris 3 years later.
Yeah, it's a good shout. I can't think of anything else that'd be noisy. Yeah.
A wind tunnel.
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. What adjective links the period of time between the fall of Rome and the Renaissance, the language of Chaucer and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and a fictional world created by J.R.R. Tolkien?
Middle.
Trinity Bennett.
Sorry, middle.
Middle is correct, yes. These bonuses are on animal histology, Trinity, including areolar tissue, bone and cartilage, and containing amounts of intracellular matrix and fibres. Which packing tissue is developed from the mesoderm?
Bone marrow. It's bone marrow.
Yeah, that works.
Bone marrow.
That's connective tissue. Secondly, white fibres are unbranched, inelastic fibres that occur in wavy bundles in connective tissue. What is their principal protein constituent?
Could be cellulose.
It's not
No, not
protein.
cellulose, not cellulose. Keratin.
Keratin, yeah.
Keratin.
That's collagen.
Collagen.
And finally, also found in connective tissue, the unbranched elastic fibres of the protein elastin are what colour?
What we guess? I mean, so we've had white connective tissue, so
Yellow,
red.
grey.
Red and grey.
Grey?
Grey.
No, they're yellow. 10 points for this. First staged in the UK in 2013, who is the subject of the opera by Philip Glass entitled The Perfect American?
Trinity Willett.
I'm sorry, no.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to fine you 5 points. The Perfect American, the figure in question being a ubiquitous figure in Western popular culture.
Lester Brown.
Michael Jackson.
No, it's Walt Disney. 10 points for this. John W. Young in 1981 and Chris Ferguson in 2011 were the first and last commanders of which series of NASA missions?
Trinity Willett.
Space Shuttle.
Correct. Right, your bonuses are on Canadian provincial capitals. In each case, name both the capital and its province. Which Canadian provincial capital shares its name with the capital of Antigua and Barbuda?
St John. Newfoundland.
Yeah.
St John, Newfoundland.
Yes, I'll accept that. St John's, Newfoundland. Which Canadian provincial capital shares its name with the capital of the Seychelles?
Victoria and British Columbia.
Yeah.
Victoria, British Columbia.
Correct. Which Canadian provincial capital shares its name with an area of the London borough of Enfield?
Edmonton?
North. No, it's not.
No, that's not.
Like Brent or
High Barnet.
Barnet.
No, I don't.
It's not anything obvious that we're missing.
What's Saskatchewan?
Risley.
To say Edmonton, Alberta.
Edmonton, Alberta.
That's correct, yes. You know more about Canada than you do about Britain. Right, we're going to take a second picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a literary figure. For 10 points, name him.
Trinity Hall.
Dickens.
It is Charles Dickens, yes. He's with his dog Turk in that photograph. For your bonuses, you'll see 3 illustrations from works by Dickens. I want the name of the dog appearing in the illustration, as well as the title of the novel in each case. Firstly...
Well, that's got to be Great Expectations, surely.
It does look like it, but what's the
dog is
What's
called?
the dog called? Who knows?
Fido.
It's true. Great Expectations and Fido.
No, that is Jip in David Copperfield. Secondly...
That might be a Stella from Great Expectations, but I don't know what the dog's called.
Yeah, we still
We still don't know what the
We're
dog's
falling down on dogs.
Yeah, dogs is.
Great Expectations and Rex.
No, it's Diogenes in Dombey and Son. And finally...
Good name. Oh,
Okay.
That's Watford Squares, I think, in Nicholas Nickleby, but the dog is called something fierce and horrible.
Growler.
Okay.
No. Cerberus. Go for it.
Nicholas Nickleby and Growler.
No, it's Oliver Twist and it's Bullseye. Mind you, that was one of the hardest picture rounds we've ever had. Right, 10 points at stake for this. Buzz as soon as you can answer it when your name is called. If x is any positive real number, what is the value of the logarithm of x to base x?
Trinity Walker.
1.
Correct. Right, these bonuses, Trinity, are on a soldier and politician. During the American War of Independence, which British general was besieged at Yorktown and forced to surrender?
Isn't it something like Cornwallis? Isn't it Cornwallis?
Okay.
Cornwallis.
Correct. Cornwallis gave his name to a code of judicial and administrative reforms in which overseas possession, where he served as Governor-General from 1786 to 93.
Is it like Jamaica or something else in
Jamaica.
No, that was in India. Later, as Lord Lieutenant of Ireland, Cornwallis presided over the Act of Union. In which year did it come into force?
This is just the
His
Act
date?
of Union.
Yeah.
1707.
Well, that's Scotland. But
This
this is
No, this is
Scotland
later.
as well?
This is later.
Well, we just say something.
He was Governor General
Oh,
at
sorry,
the
sorry, yeah.
18th century, so
Yeah.
1796.
Could be a year, yeah.
1802. I don't know.
Could be 100, yeah.
I don't know.
1807.
No, it's 1801. There's about 5 minutes to go. 10 points for this. The Lycian Shore, A Winter in Arabia, and The Valleys of the Assassins are among the works of which travel writer and explorer? They're all by Frere Stark. 10 points for this. Give the 3 successive letters of the alphabet that begin words meaning a lively Irish dance, a system of notes comprising a scale, and the text...
Trinity Hall.
JKL.
Correct. Text of an opera. Libretto. These bonuses, Trinity College, are on computing. In computing, for what does the acronym ASCII stand? That's A-S-C-I-I. I need the precise words.
Script is the S probably. Automated.
No, it's where you make silly drawings.
No, but it's ASCII. That's the that's
There's
the
a
art.
code.
Come on, let's get on with it.
No, pass.
It's the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. And secondly, for what does the abbreviation HTML stand?
Text markup language.
Hypertext markup language.
Correct. 32 is the HTML number and decimal ASCII printable character for which key on a computer keyboard?
Return.
That would be my guess, but it's...
Yes. Yeah.
Return.
No, it's the space bar. 3.5 minutes to go, 10 points for this. Give the name of the landlocked Asian country whose 2-letter internet code is also the abbreviation for the SI base unit of mass.
Trinity Bennett.
Kyrgyzstan.
Correct. These bonuses are on names in botany, zoology and geology. In each case, give the name from the definition. All 3 end with the same 2 letters. Firstly, a member of the cat family found in Central and South America, sometimes known as the dwarf or painted leopard. It is smaller than the jaguar and larger than the margay or oncilla.
Ocelot would be my guess.
Yeah.
Ocelot.
Correct. Secondly, a citrus fruit used as a flavouring in Earl Grey tea.
Bergamot.
Bergamot.
Correct. Finally, the gemstone form of the glassy, greenish mineral olivine.
Mineral olivine.
Ends in OT.
Come on.
It's going to be annoying.
No, I don't know.
Let's have it, please.
No, sorry.
It's peridot. 10 points for this. A reflector as vast as a natural lake. These words of Henry James refer to which Russian novelist born 1828?
Trinity Hall.
Tolstoy.
Tolstoy is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on European cities with four-letter names. In each case, identify the city from the description. Firstly, the capital of the Austrian federal state of Styria. Its old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
It's either Linz or Graz.
I've never heard of the second one. Linz.
Linz in the north, Graz in the south.
I don't know.
I don't.
Go for it.
Linz.
No, it's Graz. Bad luck. A city between Santiago de Compostela and Porto. It gives its name to an Anglo-Dutch naval victory of 1702.
Vigo? Vigo's in that part of Spain, but it might be north of Santiago, but I don't know.
Just go.
Vigo.
Vigo is correct. And finally, the capital of the Alpes-Maritimes Department, the location of museums dedicated to Marc Chagall and Henri Matisse.
Didn't Matisse die in Nice?
That's
Yeah,
not-
that seems... Yeah, that seems...
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah,
Chagall's
yeah.
rival in Chagall. Yeah.
Nice.
Correct. 10 points for this. What surname links the authors of the Guyana Quartet and Uncle Remus with the head of Bomber Command from 1942 to 45?
Leicester Greenhill.
Harris.
Harris is correct, yes. These bonuses, Leicester, are on Japanese cuisine. Sometimes served with Japanese-style curry rice, tonkatsu are deep-fried cutlets of what meat?
Because it's... Oh, no, it's probably not a seafood, is it? Yeah, pork.
Pork.
Pork is correct. Chanko nabe is a hot pot-style dish that is the traditional staple diet of which sportsman?
Sumo wrestlers.
Correct. A common family meal, yakisoba, refers to a stir-fried form of what staple food?
I think.
Buckwheat noodles.
Noodles is correct, yes. 10 points for this. Identical in all diploid cells in an organism, what is the term for the number and structure of the chromosomes in the nucleus of a cell?
Leicester O'Doherty.
Karyotype.
Correct. Another set of bonuses for you. They're on botany. What precise term denotes the physiological response of plants to the relative length of day or night? And that we go on Leicester University have 140, Trinity College, Cambridge have 220. Well, Leicester, you weren't on such good form tonight. Never mind, if you'd gone on another 10 minutes, you might have made up all the ground. But thank you very much for joining us. Trinity, many congratulations to you. We shall look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. Congratulations. I hope you can join us next time for another match at this stage of the competition. But until then, it's goodbye from Leicester University.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Trinity College, Cambridge.
Bye-bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.